All right,
One's
Mark.
bitch. One's bitch.
What? I asked my viewers to send me their best clips and for me to review them. But there was one important thing. I had a contrast between what it feels like to solo queue at some of the lowest ranks in the game versus 5 stacking at some of the highest ranks. What could go wrong? I gave them my best advice for them after reviewing both of their clips. So be sure to watch until the end of the video so you don't miss any important information. Next up we have Michael Bablua. So my boy is a diamond. He's playing on Cafe. And I think he has a lot of communication compared to the last one. I have high hopes for this match. Okay, I think right here, unless you're like willing to sacrifice your drone to find out the utility, I would have just, you know, kept my drone right here and then jumped it down, because you already know they're not kitchen and they're not reading, so you could just like pocket your drone and that could probably help you later in the round. But all right,
One's
Mark.
bitch. One's bitch.
What? I have not heard someone call that in a long time. This guy actually just called it bitch.
Thunderbirds. She's behind sofa.
That's better. Sofa's better. In the future, just call that Pixel.
Where'd she go?
King.
Dead.
Good kill.
Dead.
Nice kill.
Another one on bitch. Another one on bitch. It's mute.
Yo, Amaru just Amaru'd into sight.
He's right there. He's close.
Ooh. That is unlucky. The only thing that you could have prevented that is if you just had another drone there. And I mean, what's your Amaru doing? Your Amaru just went in at like mid-round with no pressure from your guys' side a little bit. Like, you guys were still doing this mute. I think that Amaru is just trolling.
2 on white. 2 on white.
And even your teammates are calling it. Guys, just call it Pixel, man. Okay, I think, are you guys both in the same rappel? Do you guys not have the hatch open? Or, I mean, yeah, rappelling in works. Unless you get inside the building. Okay. This right here, I think you could have just shot the Banshee. You could have used the impacts to open up. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't reinforce bathroom or cart wall. Cart wall is this one here, and this is bathroom. So I think opening up these lines of sight could have more benefit than over delivering on the Banshee. But the stun grenades are fine. I think you actually did tag somebody on new balcony, or you didn't. Okay, so I would have used your stuns if you don't know where someone is. Like, first of all, you have a drone in your pocket. You shouldn't be using your stuns unless you're actually pushing somebody. Use your drone first for the information. When you're out of drones, then that's when you can use process of elimination on the angles. Stun the place you don't know. If he is that area, then you can work off that information. Hey, there we go. Now we're using a drone. You actually have 2 drones now. I have a Banshee and white. Stacks is... Does there roll rotate? Okay, yeah, you see, if you had concussions here, you would have been able to find them, but that's okay. And just you gotta be decisive, man. I see you swapping your thing. You gotta be decisive about it. So this right here, I don't think you droned white. Like, I could have been on white most likely, and there would have been a cross from cocktail to the spot you're looking at. Bit of a rougher spot right here to take a gunfight on. Cocktail door, alright. Good calls from your team. Unlucky gunfight. You guys are doing a top-down clear. Alright, not bad. In my opinion, I think direct takes on kitchen just work every single time. If you want to roam clear, I definitely think it requires a 5 stack, but definitely takes a lot of communication. Oh, just be careful with C4s. Also, do you guys have any flanks? Did you guys lock down white, red, or brown flank at all? Like anyone at all? I'd just be very careful about flanks and C4s when you're doing vertical. Oh, he... well, yeah. You guys doing a full clear and not killing that roamer is really crucial. So like this is an example of that direction I'm talking about, right? If you want to roam clear to a top-down clear, you're gonna have to make sure, you know, there's no roamers, right? And I understand this vigil might have come up, but this is an example of if you're gonna do these clears, the risk is if he does do that, he messes up your whole push. Ace, you know, should be getting bakery wall open. You guys should be working that, you know, having that pre-planned of once you get vert done, all that kind of stuff. I think you're destined to lose a round if you're kind of adapting on the fly like this, when you're forcing to re-come up when that shouldn't be your plan. Is when you start playing the other team's game. When you start playing the other team's game, they're mostly going to win it. So force the other team to play your game. If you can want to roam clear, do a direct tick, you know, whatever it is, just commit to whatever you're doing. And I think you'll be your team will be a lot less sloppy. So yeah, look, like now that you guys had to go back upstairs, their team ran and you know they retook up top. It's just a big mess. I'm actually surprised you're able to get Valkyrie on the board considering that she's banned all the time.
Damn it. Are you fucking serious?
Wait, what time did you put that camera out? Okay, so you threw the camera out, but you barricaded the window again. This is a big risk. Even if she was just coming out of spawn, I believe she killed you on the rappel. A rule of thumb is about 2 minutes and 50 seconds is when the attackers start rappelling up. The attackers don't get inside the building until about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, rebarricading this, I don't think it was necessary. Yeah, I don't think it was necessary to rebarricade that up.
Damn it. Are you fucking
It is frustrating to do that, but just keep that in mind. I wouldn't do that next time. What I would recommend is that you throw the Valkyrie cam either in the first 2 seconds of the round or wait till mid-round to re-throw them back outside, because that way attackers don't, you know, they don't hear a big old ball coming out above when they're walking out of spawn. Rather, when they're setting up for a site, then that's when you can get the cams outside. I feel like this happens a lot in low elo. I'm not saying you guys are low elo, but just in rank in general, you guys will lose man count really early. For example, it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. How are 3 of you guys dead? And then, yeah, like when your team says, oh, Ash is already in sight, and you guys lose the round, and you might feel like you're getting stomped, but it's just you guys are losing mana advantage so quickly. That's why the other team has that confidence to come take site quickly.
Bitch corner new.
Bitch corner. Yo, what is it with y'all calling a tucked corner a bitch spot, man? So I want to point out that you guys are doing really good, and you should be doing this every time. Is you guys have communication of where the other team is, especially where the player locations are, and look at your guys' side setup. You guys have a mirror, you guys have holes. Jaeger's in a good spot to get that crossfire. You're working together. Information from dead guys, communication from like people who are alive, and getting that crossfire set up. See how this ace is in such a harder spot? It's because if you guys do this now with 5 up every single round, imagine like how much more games you guys will win. This is a big key, is just teamwork. There you go. Like that's perfect, bro. Like you guys are both gun up on where one guy is, and you don't have information on the other one. You know, like this is, you guys should be playing this all the time. And look how like Jaeger's not, you know, solo pushing. He's staying in his spot. He knows he has a good position.
In freezer.
Oh, yeah. This is where red pinging is exceptional. You know, if they're that close to your teammate, you know, spotting them can, you know, throw them off a little bit.
Still freezer. One's freezer,
Okay.
one's bitch.
What? Where is bitch? It's just every corner of this map is called a bitch spot. No, man, hold up. He walked past, you got default right the first time. You walked past default. Now you can say ace going trash because he's not going skylight. He's not going freezer door. He must be at trash right now.
Last one's bitch. He went back.
Who is bitch, dude? What happened to default? What happened to new?
Back to new. Back to new.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Like, oh god, your teammates are just playing beautifully right now. I think Jaeger's hopped on top of planks, right? Okay. You guys are playing beautifully until then. Jaeger, you don't need to hop on top of planks right there. There's a lot of better spots you could have played. That way Bandit could help you. Now you're leaving Bandit in a 1v1. It sounded like he was behind you. If you're on top of stacks, behind you is the freezer rotate. My man, he went from Christmas. The only place he could have gone, unless you guys have the info, is White Hall. Where? Never mind. There you go. Good job, get clapped. Good job. Sound in this game. Yes, I know sound, it can be a little weird in this game, but that's no excuse to why you died. Okay, what he said there, he thought he was gonna come through freezer. That's exceptional because Zofia did come from freezer. I think he had a bathroom rotate too. The thing is, you have teammates that have the callouts for that. I think what will help Jaeger in that situation is that if you tell him, oh, I have eyes, I can call freezer, like letting your teammate know what information you have, that way Jaeger, you know, knows he can dedicate his ankle to White Hall. So That's on a team effort right there. I'd say why Jaeger died, because you guys could have called out what information you had, and then, you know, he could have committed to his angle because Bandit should have had his back. You know what I mean? So one thing is just commit to your angle. If you died to it, you died to it, but commit. All right, my man. Did we learn a lesson from last time? Don't barricade that window. Oh my, and it's a 5v1 already. I mean, you guys just are stopping him right now, I guess. I hope you learned your lesson about fully roam clearing. And
Vigil's top floor, heaven.
Yeah, you gotta spot this guy. Good.
I lost my drone.
The only thing is, I don't think you guys have anyone to actually kill that
He's
Vigil.
close reading, maybe. Possibly reading.
This camera right here, you're on Skylight, right? This camera's a little irrelevant to where you are. It's good info, you see that 1 but that 1's position is irrelevant. You have 3 teammates outside bakery, and you had 3 people taking direct, but you are on the Skylight, and where's... Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Listen. I know you guys are frustrated that you're losing the round, but you have to pay attention to, you know, why it happened.
I don't know why we didn't take top. We know there was gonna roam stupid.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to take top, that's okay, but you know, you guys have to commit it to as a team together. I saw 3 people taking direct when they're holding bakery as well, and then you guys have, I think you're the only person up top, right? Yeah.
Sold that. There's 1 in bar, 1 small, 1 red.
Yeah. It's but yeah, and I know you guys are losers. Overall, you guys said you guys are diamond. I think you guys know what you're doing. The only thing I would say is to commit to whatever tick you guys want to do. You guys want to roam clear, do the best roam clear you guys can do. You guys want to hit direct take the heck out of that, dude. But also working your callouts. Not every corner is a bitch spot. If you do that in any other stack, you're gonna get a lot of question marks on your head. Otherwise, the last thing I would say is make sure when you guys have information, call out to your teammates that are alive what information you have. That way, you know, that player who is alive, they're in the advantage of having that info. And one more thing, keep up that crossfire, that situation, you know, when both people are alive and they're in spots to make crossfires with each other. That's the biggest thing you can do. Play off of each other rather than just try to make a solo hero play. All right, starting up, we have Brandon, who is a silver 4, and he normally hangs around gold 3 to gold 2, but he can't seem to get out of plat lobbies. Hey, it's all good. I feel you, my man. All right, so this shield placement isn't that bad, actually. You know, the only thing I would say is you are missing a Jaeger or 1 so they're going to be able to clear that shield really quickly. What I would say next time is to maybe back up the shield a little bit. That way you can tuck a Jaeger device on that left side of the shelf, or some of my gadgets is fine. All right, breach is getting open. Are you actually peeking the breach? Oh, okay. Well, at least you got a trade, but Paul Justin just slammed you. I'm joking, but the only thing I would say is I think it's a little too aggressive to peek the breach that early in the round, especially when it's 2 minutes in the round. You still have 3 smoke canisters. That's the only thing I would say. Be careful for your aggression. The thing I've noticed about low elo setups is that sometimes you might bring the right operators, but there really is like no setup to it, which is totally understandable. You know, sometimes they don't know all this default setups, but you know, Jaeger devices, the right, you know Jaeger's being brought, maybe Doc's roaming around the map like he is, and it's just kind of like a lot of operators just kind of clumped up hoping to get frags. Now that isn't consistent, because if you just hope to get frags and hope everyone, you know, just frags out, is the thing about solo queue is really gambling about that, and you are more consistent and to win more games if you have that direction. So like, you know, you want to hold this part of the map with some gadgets. You plan on smoking this part of the map, you know, at that time. It's really about like, you know, pre-planning how you want to use your utility and what operator you're going to use that for before the round even starts. That way you're not just on the fly adapting all the time, which you are going to have to do sometimes, but it's good to keep that in mind. See, now this piano shield for our master defense is actually really good. I'm actually proud you did this one. This is better though. Now you have smoke grenades. If they start burning you, you can smoke them off. These Jaeger device placements are they're okay, but see, like checking that window and you're exposing yourself a lot right now. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about that. So that's okay. You heard him get on cam. You might want to go aggress him, but You gave off a lot of sound cue by tearing down that barricade. And after that, you did a massive wide swing. You didn't check, you know, this K9 angle right here. You just made yourself an easy target that round. So be careful about if you want to make something surprise. Gotta do it quick and commit to it. All right, so this is kind of a good push. You came up from the basement. Now you're actually inside the building. So I think that's a lot of things low elo people don't do. They don't get inside the building. All right, so we're coming up from the basement again from the last round. Are you just face checking everything? I mean, it's okay if you want to face check, but it's okay. Rounds like this is gonna happen. The only thing I would say for you right there is, I know your teammates did die, but your teammates is something you can't control. I want everybody to know that in solo queue, do not worry about what your teammates are doing. They could go fall off the building on accident. It is what it is, you know. I expect that out of them. Always just analyze every round. What could have you done better? Could I have droned this better? Could I have taken a gunfight quicker? You know, focus on what you can do rather than your teammates. And I promise you, you will become a 100% a better solo queue player and siege player in general. At least you have a faster, you know, coordinating. See, like little things like this, even though I know this is common sense, but this apply. Brother, may I ask why you threw... Why did you throw a third one right under where it's about to... Hey, maybe they know something I don't. Learn something new every day. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, that was a very risky peek. And I'm not saying like you can't peek anything without info. It's more of taking risky gunfights. And sometimes those risky gunfights can be prevented by pre-firing. Because if you pre-fire, you know, if he's not there, you just lose a few bullets. But if he is there, you might potentially get a kill. All right, looks like the front bridge didn't work out. Your team is at a huge disadvantage in a way of utility-wise. You're out of hard reach gadget, so you can't open up the backside. I didn't see a pillar shield there. So one's flanking west main, at least. Their echoes off site. Okay. All right, I would be careful exposing yourself this much. Do you see how much you're exposing yourself? If he was to swing you, he would have peeker's advantage because one, you're leaning right. Two, he's gonna be, if he swings you, he's leaning his right as well. So he's gonna see your arm before you see him, giving him that advantage. So be sure you're not exposing yourself too much. All right, you do have a drone in your pocket right now, so you could do that. But I think I saw a person there, right? Oh, well, yep, there. Okay. Yeah. Paul Justin. I don't know who he's speaking. Not bad. You know, you're checking your angles. This is a bad way to clear. And then, you know, you just get moral of the story. Brandon, in your silver 4, you normally hang out on gold. Either way, silver 4, gold, I think it's the same thing. What I want you to focus on is having a plan throughout the attack or the defense of, you know, if one thing doesn't go wrong, what's your next step? And also be careful if you're exposing your body, your positioning. You know, are you exposed to a door? You know, how you handle things without information. So work confidently with the things you do have information on and the things you don't have information on. Use tactics like pre-firing, droning, all that stuff, and I'm sure you'll become a better player. You know what? That was a productive session. I like that. If you guys have any clips you guys want to send me, put it in the link below. Otherwise, like and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good day.